We call this like the origin story. So you kind of came, at least for me, you kind of came on the scene when I was on hiatus from Sid's View. And so I don't, as well as we've gotten to know each other over the years, I don't really know the backstory here of the Gaedeke. So break it down for us. How did you get into the racing?
It's a good story.
Well, my uncle Bill Ryman
Yep.
got me into racing when I was a kid and always helped him. Started in Super X's on Wednesday nights.
Yep.
And pretty much, I always wanted to go to Saturdays.
Was he racing the Super X's then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, we raced together.
Okay. Like
And-
team cars?
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. Coming all the way from Southington, because that's where we both lived at the time.
Yep.
And
Wait, hold on. First, he was working with Ricky Rotundo and all them, right? Through that whole time. So Ricky had a lot to do with racing. Remember R&R?
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
You worked for him?
I worked with him. Yeah, we did duck work together.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
installs
Yeah, it was
and
just
stuff,
weird.
yeah.
I remember when I met him, Ricky was a great friend. He's like, yeah, I work
Yeah.
for Ricky. I'm like, get the
Ricky's
fuck.
like down south or something.
Now
right?
he lives down, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, get the hell out of here. You're
Wow.
a good friend. Rick's been a good friend of mine for a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time.
He's the best. Yeah, yeah.
So he has like a lot of little roots in there that were connecting him kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
to racing slightly.
Yeah, Ricky was cool, actually. Do you remember, Diego, when I was a kid? I don't know. I was probably 16, probably just turned 16. He said, oh, Diego, a friend of mine, short on crew members tonight. You go down there, take a ride down there and help him out. And
I don't really remember that, but I feel like I do.
Yeah, he called you and he was like, I got someone that'll come help you out.
Yeah.
And you're like, good, send him my way, send him my way.
Isn't that crazy all these years later?
Yeah,
Man.
you're talking, I just turned 30. I was 16 then when that happened.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But always loved racing. My uncle was good friends with Clemet's.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep, Brian and them. So since I was a kid, we always went to Stafford together.
Clemente is what we like to call him, but
Yep,
go ahead.
Clemente. and at the time, Dave Yardley, who raced
Oh, yeah.
limiteds. He was
Right.
racing for championships and stuff at the time.
Right.
And Dave ended up circling around running Super X's. I ran Super X's. Pretty much as soon as I got a win, though, I was like, I want to go to Saturdays. That was like where the action was at the time.
Right.
It was packed and
Well, that's what
car counts were
Wednesdays
big.
was supposed to be. Was
Right.
For you to get your feet wet.
A stepping stone.
And then eventually race on Saturdays.
yeah,
right.
we won one race, and then I took that motor out of my Super X and put it into a street stock and ran that for a season.
Back when you could do that easily.
Yeah, it was probably under what it was supposed to be, but it was enough to get it out there.
Right. Right. So what year was your first year on Saturday nights?
2016.
So the division still got some pretty heavy hitters back then, right? Is Meyer still there then?
Yep, that's
Yep.
that's Chris Meyer. Shoot, I mean, we've been friends since then. He used to coach me at the time when I first started out,
Yep.
and we ended up like living together and everything, and just being because I ended up getting a job at Electric Boat, and his house was closer than Southington, and
Right.
he had just bought a house, so he needed some help with the rent and stuff. So I rented out his basement, which was a whole like in-laws
Oh, nice.
apartment, and we worked on our race stuff together.
So 2016, yeah. So that's Meyer, Stone, obviously still there. Monty Gibbs is winning races,
Oh yeah,
right? Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it was still a pretty
Galvin.
No, Galvin's
Was Galvin
gone by
gone?
then, right?
No, Galvin was there.
He was.
driving. Oh yeah, he was driving the that number 8, the blue
Yep.
number
Yeah,
8.
he was driving for the one Eddie's good buddy.
Oh
Mullen.
yeah, Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
right. Yeah, but his own 18 car.
Oh, yeah.
Those days were over.
Yep.
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 So how did you hook up with Don?
Oh, so I took a year off in 17 because I knew we had to build an engine and stuff. Don and Terry Brick Jr. had a car together that they used to have. John Porter drove at one point,
Mm-hmm.
and Don drove it the years before that in 2015, I think it was. And it was just sitting, and they were friends with Chris, and Chris was like, hey, put this kid in the car for a race. He's pretty good. He takes my car out in practice, because if Chris was working late or something, I would take Chris's car out in practice, and we'd go P1, P2, and we were pretty good. And Chris always said that he liked how smooth I was at the time, so he talked Terry Brick into bringing the car. Terry Brick, at the time, thought Chris was going to take it out for practice, because they were like, oh, we're trying this new setup, we're going to take it out. And Chris is like, yeah. Terry Brick was kind of losing his mind a little bit at the time. Chris is like, get your suit on, get in the thing.
That's great.
Yeah, so Terry Brick's walking around, hobbling around, and he didn't even know I got right right in the car and went out
Wow.
for practice. And we went like 4th in speeds, and Chris started pulling springs out, changing the rear springs, because it was pretty free. We ran at that feature, and it was the 01, because Gleason had it before that. It was the 01, and we started last, and Chris followed us all the way. We were 1 and 2 with 5 to go, and we had a tire go down.
Wow.
And Terry and Don were like, I want to run next year with somebody who could drive. So we built the car over the winter, built it a lot better. It had good motor, TLB. It was it was pretty good power, and we won a championship first year.
Yeah, that's pretty
in
awesome.
18. Yep, won a championship, and Terry ended up. He ended up. We kind of went separate ways with Terry at the time. Just he had a lot going on at home and health wise and stuff like that.
Hold on, real quick. So that's your first year together with Don, but it's your second full season in the Streeters. Do I have that right?
Yeah, and so my first year was 16. We took 17 off.
Then you had 18.
18.
Then 19.
back to
The track's closed.
closed after our championship. It closed until 2020.
Did you do any racing in 2019?
None.
None. That must have sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked for all of us for the track to close, but coming off a
Yeah.
championship, you feel like you finally got a rhythm going. And
Yep, I do take that back. We did run. Shawn actually gave us one of his engines to go up to Thompson for that last race. He was running for a championship, and about half the field was against him.
Yep.
So I was like, I need someone on my side. So we went and picked up his motor and put it in the car. Put it in the car, and we brought it down.
Was
And
that you raced Thompson before?
That was the first time racing Thompson.
How'd you like that?
We were pretty good, but that engine was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and up there it makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
for
like,
sure.
The
You
first
need the
time
smoke
out,
up there.
I followed Shawn. There was, I want to say, like 31 cars. We were like 6th in speed, 6th, 7th in speed. And
Yeah.
Shawn said, that's fast enough. That's good.
Right.
That'll do it if it needs to, you know?
Right.
Did you run that race? The
No.
99?
Nope.
No?
Did I? I don't think I did.
In 2019? I don't think so.
That's the one I got. What car did Shawn have? The creamsicle car? The 55, the orange and white one?
The red and white one, I think it was.
Oh, maybe. Jeez, did I? Is that the time I took out Sundin? Is that the race?
I don't know. I don't remember.
So 19, you just have that one off at Thompson,
Yeah.
and then obviously 20 season started late, but you were right back at the bowl once it opened up.
Yep. I actually went to Stafford.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we completely junked the car. Completely
That's
junked it. Yeah, real fast too. Completely junked it. That's when the first week of 2020. Now, mind you, this is like COVID, the only track opening, all that. Ryan Waterman, Chris Meyer, all those guys, pretty much running for the win. All bowl guys, and me and Don were down there helping Chris, and we looked at each other. We're like, we're calling Rad tomorrow and getting an engine. And we're gonna go run here next week, and we did. We made it there for the second week. Probably spent like $14,000 that week because they ran a special fuel cell, their carburetor, spacer, engine, everything has to be Stafford approved. So
Yeah.
we really just wanted to go racing. The bowl didn't tell anybody that they were opening. Nobody knew at the time.
Shocker.
We junked our car bad. And then I bought that car from Shawn, that 38 that he had, that was my all yellow one. Because right after we junked it, about 4 days later, the bull said, "Oh, we're doing the stands and we're going racing in 3 weeks." I was like, "Ooh,
Oopa.
this is not good." And bought a car from Shawn, and that was the all yellow one that we ran that season.
You have your second championship was 2023?
3.
22?
Two.
22.
With Emma.
With Emma and
Yeah.
Brody.
And Brody. Yep.
Brody.
Yeah, all three of us.
That's great. What do we call that corner?
Oh, man. So we called it Champ Camp.
Yeah,
Out
that's
there,
it.
yeah.
Yep.